3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
We are here. It is Friday. The weekend is upon us. Puff and Steph. Hey, what's up, friends? Hi, Steph.
Hey, Puffers. Happy Friday.
Yeah, right back at you. This week was the start of your field hockey season, and things are hectic, to say the least. You just want to go over your schedule for this week?
Yeah, it's been crazy. On Tuesday, we had our first game, which was actually at home, so that wasn't too bad. Wednesday, we went to Muncie, which, yeah, I've never heard of that before either. It was an hour and a half drive up like kind of towards Scranton. And then we have like varsity at 4:30 and JV after. So it was like getting dark during the JV game. And we were like, this is, we need to wrap this game up soon.
Right. So that's Wednesday.
And then Thursday, we had another away game at EJ, East Juniata. So that's also a bit of a drive. And tomorrow, we actually have our Pico tournament, which anybody from Perry County knows what I'm talking about. For every sport, we get like Newport, Greenwood, Susquehanna, and West Perry together. And you each play each other. So we'll play West Perry first. And then if we win, we'll go to the championship. So that's our tournament tomorrow.
Is it really a tournament when there's no brackets?
Well, so we'll play West Perry. If we lose, then we play the loser of Greenwood and Newport. They play after or before us. So then we'll play in like the consolation game. But if we win, we'll go to the championship game and play against the winner. Yeah.
Okay. I guess it is kind of like a tournament then.
It's a big deal in Perry. Like, it's very exciting in Perry County. We all get pumped for it.
Everyone brings their best cow.
Yeah, exactly. Except this year's different because of COVID. People can only get in if they have a ticket. Like, every athlete only gets like 2 tickets. So people can't really bring their cows this year because they would have to have a ticket to get in.
Where is this being played?
At West Perry. They have a really nice turf field.
Oh, so it's like a field that has an entrance?
Yeah, it's a stadium.
They have a stadium for field hockey, or is it a football field that they use for field hockey too?
It's both, yeah, because they actually have a turf field, so football and field hockey both play on it.
Very nice. When I played lacrosse in college, I always liked playing on turf. It made me feel fast.
It's the best, yeah.
Like, everyone was still faster than me, but I was I was faster than regular me on turf.
Than regular puck.
So
yeah.
I felt good. I felt good about myself.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. So, do your girls talk to you about like what school's like right now?
Yeah, they do. Because most of them, unfortunately, are very unhappy with how things are.
Like, how does it work there? Is it like in school or at home? Is it split? How does it work?
So they just went back this week full time, like 5 days a week they're in school. For the past couple weeks, they had been like hybrid. So half of them went Monday, Tuesday, and half of them went Thursday, Friday.
Well, some schools are just going completely from home. And I'm surprised that we're only hearing from one school, because I guarantee this is happening a lot of different places. But teachers in Boca Raton are complaining that parents are showing up in their kids' Zoom windows, in their underwear, drinking and smoking.
They're just walking in the back with a Miller Lite. Okay, keep in mind, school goes from like 7 a.m. to like 3 p.m. Like, why are you drinking a Miller Lite at like 10 in the morning?
2020, that's why. Yeah.
That's funny, actually. There was a kid, I don't know if he was from Susquehanna, but apparently some kid somewhere, it came out that his mom was like naked in the background of his Zoom call. So now at Susquehanna, at least, they make the kids put a neutral background so that you can't see like what's going on.
This was actually raised in a school board meeting. It drew laughs, but other teachers said they're seeing the same thing. My question is, why are you walking around naked in front of your kids?
Right, you're like these are like high schoolers. Like, they're big kids.
Yeah, like, why? Like, that's not okay. I don't think that that's okay. Does that make me a prude that I think it's not okay if you walk around naked in front of your kids, or don't walk around naked?
No, I agree that it's weird. And I know people might say, well, you're not parents. I mean, I get it with younger kids, but with your like 16-year-old son, it gets a little weird.
Yeah, like, do you really, and is it okay? Like, I don't know. For some reason, this is really weird. Because I'm like, is it like do dads just walk around with everything hanging out in front of their like 14-year-old daughters and stuff?
Right. It's so weird. And this goes back to the thing, we've talked about this before. I don't get the naked thing. Like, I don't prefer to be naked. Like, even if I'm home alone, I don't just walk around naked. Like, I'll put on comfy clothes. But why are they just walking? I mean, the kid is obviously doing the Zoom call probably in the living room or the kitchen.
Right.
Why is the parent just naked in the kitchen?
Just drinking, like walking around underwear, maybe in a robe, but underwear, like laid off. Like not even a 5 o'clock shadow. You got like a 9 o'clock shadow. Like either shave it or grow the beard. You got to pick one. And just like, what are we learning about today? Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh man, I'm terrible at equations.
Drinking his Miller Lite.
He gets in the Zoom call. He's like, hey. Kids, every kid who's watching this, just a heads up, you're never gonna use this. Dad, you're embarrassing me. I've never used trigonometry in my life. Solve for X? Never done it.
I mean, it's true. That is true.
So, yeah, that's just something, I guess, something else teachers have to deal with, naked parents in the background. This is very interesting. A new study from the university, or a university in Germany, says all you need to fight stress is a 10-minute massage. That's it. Nothing crazy. Researchers said a group of participants displayed notable improvements in both psychological and physiological relaxation after just 10 minutes in the massage chair. They're not limited to massages, though. They got some stress relief from like just relaxation, laying down, maybe watching some videos on Facebook or YouTube or something, just not thinking about anything except for that one thing, or just kind of resting for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all you need.
That's it? Wow.
That's it.
See, when I get massages, it just like takes, like, I'm out for the rest of the day. It makes me so sleepy. I mean, I guess that it relaxes you, but for me, I don't think I could like get a massage and then go back to working. I would just be like out for the rest of the day.
I've never had a massage.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, I love them. I rarely do it because it's expensive, but once in a while, like, I love it.
I've never, like, I don't know. I don't know if I would be comfortable, if I'd be able to relax. All right, Puff, lay down on the table, get naked, and let some stranger rub you. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm into that.
Right. The concept is a little weird, and I know a lot of people that are not into it. And one time I had a massage therapist who talked the entire time. And that was like very off-putting because I just wanted to lay there and do nothing. But for the most part, they just like play music. It's quiet. I love it.
Yep. And if anyone's like, ooh, Puff needs to experience his first massage, let me get him a present for one. Don't. Save your money. Buy one for Steph.
Don't
She
bother.
likes it. Don't buy one for me. And in our last bit here, surprise. Do you remember how we like read these studies that say like money doesn't buy you happiness, and people who win the lottery aren't happier than people who don't win the lottery? Do you remember those types of studies that we've talked about? And you and I are like, bull, you know what?
Yep. Not true. No way.
A new study just came out, said not only can the lottery make you happier, it makes you a lot more happier.
Oh, yeah. I could have told you that.
Comes from the University of Duh. Like, come on. We all knew this.
I feel like most of the stress in my life would be solved if I won the lottery.
Yeah.
And I hate how people say money doesn't buy you happiness, because I'm all for like appreciating the little things, and I adore my friends and family and dogs more than anything in the world. However, money would also make me very happy. And it's a lie when people say that it doesn't.
Well, speaking of liking your friends and family, Steph, coming up in just a couple of minutes, who are you happier with, your friends or your family?
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
I'm not going to put you on the spot here. I'm not going to make you choose between your friends and your family. I just want you to listen to this and give your opinion, okay? A new study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, one of my favorite journals, says that people tend to be happier when they're with their friends rather than when they're with their spouse or their children.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe because their kids stress them out.
The researchers surveyed over 400 participants. So it's just 400. It's not a huge sample size. But they asked them about their times that are with those closest to them. They were asked about how happy and satisfied they are during various activities shared with friends, romantic partners, and with children. People report higher levels of happiness when spending time with friends. Yeah. So I think it's hard to equate the two.
That's what I was going to say.
Because
it's different.
It's very different. With my friends, it just seems like there's not a lot of pressure. You know, your friends are your friends by choice. You know that they want to be with you. They're hanging out because they want to be. The family stuff is almost like they have to be, right? And depending on what family members you're hanging out with, it could be more pressure. Like your aunt that's always on your case. Really? You're doing that for a job? Can't you do something better? Can't you get a real job? Why aren't you married yet? Why don't you have any kids yet? You know, things like that. Sometimes hanging out with family becomes almost like like an interview. It almost becomes an interrogation.
Right. And, you know, I think it's sad, but a lot of people do feel that way. I know around the holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, I hear a lot of friends, coworkers, just people in general saying like, oh, great, I get to go spend the whole day with my family and they're going to interrogate me about everything in my life. Whereas I'm very fortunate to like look forward to those occasions. Personally, I don't feel that way with my family, but a lot of people do. And I think with your friends, it's just a lot more laid back.
Right. Now, the study does caution people that this doesn't mean spouses and children don't make people happy. The difference is in the activities we're sharing with others. Most of the time people spend with friends involve social activities. It involves drinking or maybe watching sports or playing sports or like the dumb hiking crap that you do. It involves activities that you like. Where family is just like, let's go over to grandma's house and listen to her talk about what the Depression was like.
Right. And you know what? There's a big difference also between like spouse and kids and like your parents and your siblings. Because for me, like, I get so excited when me and my mom and my brothers can all be together. But if I had kids, I'm sure that is stressful. So when you get a break from like taking care of the kids and catering to them, and you get to hang out with your friends, it's probably a relief to have a break from that.
So I just thought of something kind of completely off topic, but I just, made a joke about going to your grandparents' house and asking what the Depression was like. That's what we're going to be asked by like our grandkids one day is what was 2020 like?
What was COVID-19 like? You were alive. They're going to be like, you were alive during that?
You were alive during the Great Pandemic?
Wow. I didn't even think about that, right? Because it'll be like in history books. Like, they'll learn about it in school.
I'll be like, well, apparently we were all safe as long as we were sitting down at a restaurant. And as long as we ordered food with our drinks, that was the secret to beating the coronavirus was chicken fingers.
And not being out after 7 o'clock because everything closes early, which totally makes sense.
Like that. That's what it was. It was, staying inside for long periods of time. And when you go out, make sure you always have a snack. That's what it was like. Speaking of getting old, an 86-year-old man in Florida paid a dating service nearly $5,000 to help match him up. Like, it was kind of like a date an old guy dating service, Suncoast Introductions.
Aww.
And it was like they would just introduce you. There's no guarantee you're going to find love. I mean, you can't really guarantee that, but he paid $5,000. This is the type of stuff that only exists in Florida. There's no elderly dating matchmaking service for $5,000 here in Pennsylvania.
No.
That's a Florida only thing. And you know what? If you can get it, get it. Well, anyway, because of COVID, the dude couldn't leave his house. So he was like, he called up the dating service and was like, hey, I can't participate in this. And they're like, no, we're not giving you your money back. And he goes, I'm 86. I'm in the risk pool. I'm not leaving my house. And they're like, no, we're not giving you your money back. So finally, in his contract, it said that a refund would be given if you can provide a doctor's note. So this dude went to his doctor and got a doctor's note for a dating service in order to get his $5,000 back.
What is he, in high school? I need a doctor's note to show my teacher.
Seriously. And I want to know what kind of women. Now, I don't know much about Suncoast Introductions, but is he getting paired up with people his own age? Is he getting paired up with elderly people? Or is he getting he's paying $5,000 to meet someone. So he's got that money. Is he being paired up with like people your age? Is he trying,
Sugar daddy?
Gold diggers? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, but I'm glad that he finally got out of it and got his refund with a doctor's note.
That's crazy. There's a service like that around here that's called It's Just Lunch, I think is what it's called. And you pay them like $2,500 and they guarantee that they'll like find you your soulmate. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of It's Just Lunch. I didn't realize it was that expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy. A friend of mine was telling me about it because he actually did it. And he was like, it is worth it if you like really want to find someone. And I was like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I'm broke.
and how are you trying to find a soulmate with something called It's Just Lunch? Because it's just lunch.
Right. You want it to be more than lunch.
Yeah, if it was like, it's also breakfast the next morning, then, I'd be interested,
That's a different story, yeah.
It's just cuddling, maybe not. Or it's not just cuddling. I don't know. NASA revealed this week that it plans to send a woman to the moon. It's about time. For the first time in 2024, the space agency rolled out what they call the Artemis Plan, focused on achieving the goal of an initial human landing by 2024, while simultaneously working towards sustainable lunar missions. Ooh, so we could be like just going back and forth to the moon. What are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm going to go to the moon. What are you doing? Probably stay home and play video games. Hey, I'll be at the moon. No, you can't get me. like Facebook posts. If any of you try to call me, I don't have reception. I'll be on the moon. Hit me up on Facebook.
I'll be in outer space, but I'll have some kind of Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'll have Wi-Fi on the moon. Here's the problem: is it takes so long for the Wi-Fi to reach. So, if you message me on Friday and I'm on the moon, I'll reply to you on Sunday when I get it. You'll get it next Thursday when I'm already back.
Right. Well, wait. How long does it take to fly there?
A couple of days, I think.
Okay, because the other day, for some unknown reason, I had looked up how long it took to get to Mars, and it was like 1.5 years. And I was thinking how when we're younger, everybody says, like, I want to be an astronaut. But it's like, you know what? I actually don't want to be an astronaut because you spend so much time. That's awful. I'd rather be on boring old Earth with my friends and my family than in a, spaceship for like days, weeks, months on end.
3 days.
But good for them.
3 days to get to the moon. I just looked it up. 7 months to get to Mars.
Okay. Yeah, no, thank you. You can have it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that. But I don't understand the whole woman thing. Like, that's great. I'm glad a woman is getting to Mars because you know what? Like, women have been held down from being, or the moon. Women have been held down from being on the moon for too long. Can we like nominate people to send to the moon? Like, I'd like to send some women to the moon.
Like women that you don't like,
Yeah.
so you don't want them to be on Earth anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Madonna. Can we send Madonna to the moon?
We should email NASA and ask if we can like nominate people.
Can you nominate people to send to the moon? Or better yet, like Venus.
Yes, I nominate Joy Behar.
Yes, I know you do. I know you do. Coming up next, we all have that friend that's kind of crazy. Some might even call it like a toxic friend. I think we probably are doing okay compared to this guy.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
So, Steph, think about all of your friends right now. You definitely have at least one friend who, like, maybe is always getting into some sort of trouble, or maybe could put you into trouble, or maybe who's just not the best friend. Maybe someone who stabbed you in the back or disappointed you time and time again. we all have that friend. Now, it varies in degrees, right? So if someone like you, being someone like you, I imagine your worst friend isn't that bad.
No.
I have a lot of different types of friends, and I have some very interesting characters who have varying degrees of records and rap sheets. But they're my boys, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. However, this guy might get kicked off my MySpace top 8 if we were friends. A British man aboard a flight from Birmingham to Spain was denied another drink because he was too drunk. So he was on a flight. They said, "Sir, you're too drunk. I demand another drink." He went on a rampage and bit off a part of his traveling companion's ear.
Oh my gosh. How is that even possible?
29-year-old passenger also tried to break into the plane's booze locker and swiped a drink from another passenger. That's not social distancing, by the way. Authorities were waiting for the plane when it landed, but before they could board, the man got into a fight with his friend, biting off a part of his right ear. The injured passenger was taken to the hospital for treatment. The unidentified suspect was arrested.
Were they able to sew the earpiece back on? Like the piece of his ear?
I have no idea. I don't know what the state. I don't know what the state of the man's ear is.
Can you even imagine how painful that must be and how sharp his teeth must be to even be able to do that?
Mike Tyson did that in a fight in a boxing match years ago.
True.
All right, Steph. You don't have to name names, but do you have a terrible friend story? Did a friend leave you at a party or something like that?
Yes, actually. I was left on the boardwalk in Ocean City, Maryland during senior week when I was not a senior. I was a sophomore, and
in
I
high
was
school?
with a friend. Yes.
And your parents let you go?
Well, it was I don't want to say a lot, but I wasn't there for senior week. It just happened to be the same week. I was with adults. I'll just say I was with responsible adults.
Well, they weren't that responsible. They let you go.
Well, they weren't there on the boardwalk at the moment. I was with friends my age, and I was left, and I got really freaked out because it was like areas of Ocean City, Maryland can be a little sketchy, and it was night, late at night on the boardwalk. Yeah, that was a little rough. My family will always remember that story.
Yeah. Did you have to call them and pick you up or something?
Yeah, someone else came to pick me up. But honestly, I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of. Do you have, you have some crazy friends.
I mean, I have stories from the last 2 weeks.
More recent than sophomore year.
You had to go back to sophomore year of high school, and I'm like, okay, so all the way back in the early part of September, I got a call at 4 a.m. From one of my friends asking me to go get him in jail. So.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Yeah, that was just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we all have those friends, but all my friends would jump in front of a train for me. A.
They would.
And B. I don't believe that any of them would bite my ear off.
No, they would never do that to you.
I'm 86% sure.
That's that's fairly high.
I think so, yeah. All right, time to stump Steph. Americans spend about $16 billion a year on this. What is this?
Is it food?
It is food. Ooh.
Yes, my favorite topic. Is it a dinner food?
No.
Breakfast?
No.
Is it a snack?
Can be.
But is it a lunch food then?
No.
So just kind of is it dessert?
Yep.
Yes. How could I forget about dessert? I'm ashamed of myself. And you said of these, right?
No, just $16 billion a year on this. It's a pretty broad thing.
Is it ice cream?
No. Well, I mean, I guess it can be part of it, ice cream.
Oh, ice cream cake.
No. $16 billion a year on ice cream cake? No.
Have you had ice cream cake? Okay.
Yes.
Come on.
But that would mean everyone would have to buy several ice cream cakes a year. Everyone.
Which we all should strive for that, but I guess we're not there yet. Is it a baked good?
It could be in a baked good.
Oh, so it's a filling.
It's a thing. I don't want to give. You got to think pretty broad. This is something that could be in a lot of different stuff.
Peanut butter.
No.
Whipped cream.
No. You're gonna get it soon.
It could be Nutella.
No.
Hey, I was thinking along the lines of peanut butter. You said I was close.
You're gonna get it.
Um.
You're missing like the biggest one.
Oh, hot fudge.
Really?
Oh, chocolate sauce.
Just chocolate. Just chocolate. Not chocolate sauce, not chocolate chips, just chocolate. Because it could be.
It was so easy.
It can be a lot of different stuff, right?
Oh, I'm such an idiot. I was thinking way too specific.
You were. We got to remember when you say something like $16 billion, that's, that encompasses like hot chocolate, chocolate chips, chocolate sauce, all that good stuff. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Americans spend about $1.5 billion on this and usually only use it in one room of the house. What is it?
So this is not food.
No. It's actually, this might give it away. It might be the exact opposite of chocolate.
The opposite of chocolate is vanilla.
Yeah, they only use vanilla in one room of the house. No, it's not vanilla. It's not a food.
It's funny because chocolate and vanilla aren't really opposites, but like in my mind they are.
It's not food.
Is it used in the living room?
No.
Kitchen?
No.
Bathroom?
Yep.
You only use it in the bathroom. Is it like some kind of hygiene item?
Yep.
Soap?
Nope.
Do you use it in the shower?
You know what? I have heard of some. I don't, and I don't know if you do. But I heard some people do, but I don't.
It's toothpaste.
It is toothpaste. Nice job. You were so excited. Your mouth was like, "Oh, shut up, Puff," so I could say the answer.
I got so excited because some people do brush their teeth in the shower. I went through a phase where I did it, but it didn't really work for me.
How old were you? Was it around the time you got lost in Ocean City?
It actually was. I think I was in high school, and I heard of other people doing it, so I wanted to try it. But my dental hygiene routine is too complex for the shower.
What is your dental hygiene routine?
Well, I really like flossing, and I use 2 different kinds of toothpaste, and then a tongue scraper, and then at night I put my retainers in. It's a whole thing.
Wait, you still have retainers?
Yeah, I wear them at night.
And you're supposed to?
Whenever I got my braces off, the orthodontist said you should wear them at least once a week for the rest of your life. And I have an irrational fear of my teeth moving back, so I wear them every night, pretty much.
Every night.
For the most part.
He said once a week, and you do it every night, and you have been, and you're 26. When did you get your braces off?
I was 13 or 14.
So
it's the longest relationship I've ever had with my retainers.
So for the past 12 to 13 years, even though the doctor said once a week, you've been wearing your retainer every single night?
For the most part. I go through different phases with it where I don't wear it as often, but for the last at least year, I've been wearing them pretty much every night. It makes me feel committed and productive. When I wake up in the morning and take them out, I'm like, ooh, I feel good. I wore my retainers last night.
Thank God my teeth did not get all crooked overnight. Because that's a possibility. Happens all the time. All right, guys, have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.